You are all talk and no
Name
action.
one
What I've
specific thing you've
seen
done.
up here, this guy's a choke artist and this guy's a liar.
Ted Cruz is one of the most controversial American politicians because of his scandals, which made Texans always ask big questions about this particular senator. According to some sources, he owns a huge fortune. So, have you ever wondered where this money comes from? Let's find out in today's episode of Tesla Car World. Speaking of, welcome back to our channel. Please show your support by subscribing and ringing the bell so you won't miss out on any of our interesting videos in the future. Now, let's get started on today's content. According to a secret report, it is estimated that Ted Cruz's net worth is $4 million US. He owns expensive cars and lives in one of the fanciest houses in Austin, Texas, which is a nearly 5,000 square foot mansion. Cruz bought this property for $2.1 million. Additionally, he also collects many water watch brands such as Chopard, Audemars Piguet, and Bovet Fleurier. Cruz had a net worth of just $500,000 when he was elected to the Senate in 2013. It's fairly remarkable that a senator's wealth increased eightfold in 9 years while earning $174,000 annually. This fortune is made up of stocks, mutual funds, and retirement plans from his former law firm. The Republican presidential candidate has held $850,000 worth of stocks since 2017 in 6 oil and gas-related companies including Oneok, Chevron, Exxon Mobil, Oklahoma One Gas, Enterprise Products, and Plains All American Pipeline, which makes up anywhere from 15 to 23% of his total personal assets. With such a wealthy lifestyle, there is some doubt that Cruz's success was the product of corruption.
That means that if Democrat proposals to disarm law-abiding citizens succeed, the result will be even more crimes. The result will be those 500,000 to 1 million crimes.
Cruz has received over $442,000 from gun rights groups. Not all that money is from the National Rifle Association, otherwise known as the NRA, and some could be from backers who simply align with his politics. This is actually blatant bribery and reciprocity for the benefit of both parties. It's a reason why he says that gun control will not help and that we need to devote far more law enforcement resources to stopping violent criminals. And the result is in the wake of the Texas elementary school shooting, where 19 kids and 2 adults were killed. This loss is heartbreaking for their family and a great threat to the state of Texas. The residence of Senator Cruz received a visit from a fleet of 52 yellow school buses in a mobile procession protesting gun violence. This morning, we left you a letter that our son Joaquin wrote 9 years ago. I wonder if you had a chance to read it. I think it's time for you to listen to our son and start prioritizing kids over the NRA's money, the parents of one dead child tweeted. In fact, the NRA and the National Shooting Sports Association spent record money last year, throwing nearly $15 million at politicians and other lobbying efforts in 2021. In the first 3 months of this year, they spent $2 million. Ted Cruz has been the biggest beneficiary in the 10 years he's been in the Senate, hauling in more cash from gun groups since he was elected in 2012 than any other politician. His political careers are being bankrolled through direct donations and indirect contributions like attack ads against inflation.
Inflation has been the skyrocketing cost of gasoline at the pump. When Joe Biden took the oath of office,
in addition to the proceeds from the gun groups, Ted also made a sizable profit from the oil corporations. John Biden wrote on his Twitter that I will not stand by while oil companies engage in profiteering at the expense of American families. Then Cruz also retweeted, Joe Biden has launched an unrelenting war on American oil and gas. Cruz always opposed and disparaged Biden's policies because he asked the executives of 7 oil companies to increase production capacity and reduce energy prices. This affects not only the Texas oil industry, but most of all, it indirectly affects Cruz's personal interests. Almost a quarter of Senator Cruz's current personal wealth is made up of direct investments in fossil fuels, an unusually high amount for an elected official. As a loyal ally to oil executives and lobbyists, Senator Cruz received $3,770,950 in oil profits over 11 years, including $109,974 from Exxon alone. It contributes a significant amount of money to his political career. What will the money he earns be spent on, you might ask? In a tweet, Cruz sparked outrage by saying that inflation has increased ticket prices to Cancun by 32%. This reminds us of last year's event where he flew from Houston to Cancun, Mexico to vacation with his family, even as millions of Texans were left dumbfounded by a major winter storm and widespread power outages. He stayed at a 5-star luxury hotel worth more than $300. This is a resort in Mexico with sweeping ocean views. All rooms at the hotel overlook the Caribbean Sea and have a private balcony or terrace. The cost of flying from Austin, Texas to Cancun, Mexico is about $200 round trip. So his total estimated cost to Cancun is about $1,500. Unacceptable luxury trip. While Texans are in a state of serious crisis, Cruz departed Texas in order to enjoy his money and escape his incompetence because of his inability to handle the state's affairs. So, what effects does this have on Tesla? Elon Musk revealed that Ted Cruz's fight to protect Texas's energy and oil industries presents Tesla with major challenges. Tesla's Powerwall project can be very difficult to implement and may be hindered since Ted Cruz always has a lot of preference for fossil fuels. He said Tesla energy will be a danger to the Texas oil and gas industry because it would dominate the U.S. energy industry in the future. Tesla is trying to get ERCOT to change its policies so Tesla owners can use a product called a Powerwall, which is a battery installed on homes that draws energy from solar panels. Tesla owners enrolled in the Powerwall give Tesla the ability to control the battery, including charging and discharging, to respond to current conditions of the power grid. A Powerwall would theoretically return that power to provide support to power plants in the area. But Tesla has been lobbying to change a policy that would allow electric utilities with customers that have solar cells and batteries to bid on that extra capacity. Musk shared that batteries and solar power would probably be the solutions that power the world. It can beat the use of dirtier forms of energy like coal and fossil fuels. First off, I'm very sorry this got very political, but we had to just air out some dirty laundry. Anyways, we thank you so much for watching and for your support of our channel. As always, if you enjoyed our video, please leave a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell to stay up to date on exciting developments in the world of EVs. And be sure to leave a comment down below to tell us what you thought about today's content. Once again, we thank you so much from all of us here. We hope to see you again next time. Until then, take care and be safe.